let's grab the lav, whatever I did with it. Oh my goodness, look at all this crap. All these cords and cables and junk. Alrighty, I'm just gonna grab this real quick. Yeah, I know, I could have waited. Oh, there you are still. Okay, great. I don't know why you would leave. You don't have a... Anyway, so I know I could have started later, whatever, but I don't know. I like this kind of like weird stuff too. And like, do stuff that's different. Why not? I'm a... Merp. Little pause here, then volume. That should be good, huh? Wow, huh? Okay, cool. Wanted to talk real quick on the power of recitation. Just saying stuff out loud. So, learning to call somebody a different name. I get that. And I get that a lot. I like it. It's fine. I get that it's different. I am Atlas, and that is the only name I accept. But here's... it's not that important in the grand scheme of things, and that's why, I would give mercy to people that would just learn it or whatever. Months, not so much. But more importantly, it's so important to say things out loud. I know it feels weird at first, and believe it or not, before I got converted on December 26th, I was a really quiet person. I was very reserved. I was very timid. I would only really speak alone, which I guess I do now, but I don't hold back. I kind of live the Tool song Reflection, let the words spill through. Yeah, that is literal for me. And so is the everything else. I live that song. I am that song. I always say that I am, like, that bass line is what my soul sounds like. Yeah, I figured that out a long time ago. It was actually going to be my first tattoo, Crucify the Ego. It was going to be a unicursal cross, doop, 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 with the EGO. But the only thing you need to get rid of, really, I'll talk about it later. Getting rid of the concept of self and just divorcing it. Best decision of my life. But in any case, it's like doing a song, speaking out loud. And so I used to use like affirmations, which the Atlassian Oath can be kind of tied into. The difference is it is action-oriented in the choose portions, right? It's identity plus action. That's why it's powerful, and that's why it works. So I recite it all the time, just throughout the day, randomly. It's good to know. So it's based on the Hippocratic Oath, and I explain it in the bio description thing or whatever. Very good to read. Please do. Because this isn't just like entertainment. No, you listen, you change your attitude, you change your behavior, and the world changes. Like, I am inciting actual world peace. That's what we're doing here. That's the only thing we're doing here. So if you're not on board for that, get the fuck out. Like, I expect change. So I am love. I choose life. That's the spiritual anchor. What we're saying here is that I promise not to do any harm to life. The Hippocratic Oath, tied to a spiritual anchor. Then we go to emotional. I am love. I choose to cherish. Look it up. Mental. I am love. I choose to understand. And then physical, just... Physical is kind of all-encompassing when you think about it. Everything that we experience has a physical element, even emotions. Anyway, so I am love. I choose compassion. Where there is a human, there's a heart. Where there's a heart, mind can flourish. That's the kind of mindset to have for building relationships, communicating effectively, being open and honest about your needs. Do you even know what they are? Like when you feel that ache wherever, do you know what that's even tied to and what can fix it? So you kind of promise to become more self-aware. You promise to become more in tune with your own self and your needs. And I'm very good at it. I've been very specific about, okay, well, this is what I'm feeling and this is what I need. This is what's going to satisfy the best way. Do that. But the reason we want to recite things out loud is because that is where it really gets more senses involved, for one thing. And the more you can integrate with more senses and more just basic experience, the more you can integrate, and this goes into the brain with neural connections. I call it cross training. So everything, that's another topic for another time as well. I will do one on cross training. It's great. But basically, the more connections that you can hit and connect, whether that's auditory, movement, which both are involved in speaking. You're moving your mouth and your throat. Muscles are moving. They are engaged. It is tactile. You hear your voice, unless you've got like silencing headphones, but you're not going to do that. It's stupid. So auditory is involved, right? So there's a lot of moving parts. That's great. It's creating more integration than it would be just thinking about it. Plus, when you say something out loud, there's just this effect of like, sorry, excuse me. I burp right into the mic. I'm so sorry. That when you hear it out loud, it somehow reveals a greater truth about it. Have you ever had a thought that you're just like, I wonder, and then you speak it out loud and you can see how stupid it was and you're like, okay, well, undo. I used to do this in writing a lot. In my first apartment, I would just like let it happen. Try to connect to like what I considered my higher self. I read a book way back in the day called Conversations with God, and so it was kind of it planted a seed. Sure, it's like, oh, okay, well, that's a great idea. And it, the very least, it's like, I can let my intuition speak. I can it doesn't hurt anything. Like, you're alive either way. You might as well try something awesome. That's my attitude to anything. I'm alive either way. I might as well try for the best. I might as well put my actual best out there and see what happens. I am alive either way. So when you say it out loud or put it on the page and see it with your eyeballs, again, I am a big fan of handwriting, typing, speaking, just, again, do all of it because it helps the memory sink in way better. And you do get more angles of the truth coming in at you, and it does integrate more fully, and it is fantastic. It is transformative. That's why we want to say them out loud. And then, of course, I have the respect version too. That one's kind of baseline. I am respect. It's cool, huh? So, obviously, I'm a big soccer fan. We're in the Netherlands right now. This is Lika Martens. I had to get it custom made, so it's like, I got a mirror here, so, Lika, cool, huh? Yeah, it's not the official numbers. I had to get it custom made, and this was the only option. It pisses me off. It's like, why? Come on, Nike. Are you fucking kidding me right now? I can't have the actual numbering. Really? I'm paying extra even. Like, this is stupid as hell. Plus, support women. Just support women in general. They should always be an option. They should always be the best option and first one. Like, why aren't you exalting them? Lika had, she's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So anyways, loved her in Barca, loved her in Netherlands. I don't do anything in France. I don't have a French team. But, that's fine. That's fine. I also have Jackie Groene and Daniela Van de Donk, all of whom ended up in France. Oh, that's kind of cool. was actually wearing Jackie earlier. Man United. Yeah. She's one of my favorites. I can love them. Anyways, so, yeah. Love her, love them, just to clear any confusion. But we want to practice out loud so we don't have any stupid excuses like, we're still trying to learn. No, you're not. You're dedicated. Dedicate yourself and make sure you do it right. Learn how to learn. Learn how to transform, because that's the way that it catches. If you don't practice anything, you're never going to get any better. Duh. Like, I have zero room for excuses. I don't make any, I don't take any. And I know that might sound harsh, but at the same time, I am the biggest supporter for people who put in any effort. Like, you put the effort in. I am there to encourage. I also can detect if people are bullshitting. I used to be a martial art instructor. Got really good at it. You know, being able to see, like, come on, dude, you're half-assing. I know you are. We all do. So, yeah, I do expect maximum effort because, again, you're alive either way. You need to be good at it. Live on purpose with purpose. That's what we are doing here. Because we are sick of status quo, because we are sick of oppression, because we are sick of being bullshitted about freedom that we don't have. Do you like the fact that other people get to decide what you deserve to experience? I don't. Because that is slavery. It's the same thing. It's still going on. It's a mental and emotional thing. It's more insidious, but it is still the same thing. If anybody else can decide if your needs get met, like any on Maslow's hierarchy, that's what I count. And it came out in 1944. We've known for almost a century. Basically, like 80 years. So, not okay. We should be needs first, don't you agree? Yeah. So, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I should be able to have every single need met, period. Plus, if I'm putting out really good stuff, it deserves the attention it deserves. It deserves the cherishing that it does deserve. So, we're not going to half-ass life. We're not going to bullshit. We're going to put actual full effort in. Because that's how much we love life. We have a gift. We're going to be alive either way. We're going to use it. We're going to live on purpose with purpose. That's what the Atlassian Oath is all about, really. I am love. I choose life. Yeah. If you choose to be alive, you are choosing to be engaged. Think about that. If you are love, you want to integrate with as much of it as you can. That's why the emotional component is cherishing, right? Which is basically just gratitude to an almost sacred level. It doesn't have to go that deep, but it's worth striving for. Like, do you just want, like, casual interests, or do you want passions? Yeah, duh. Do you want to just, like, okay, cool. Or do you want to, like, be blown away every day? Do you want status quo, or do you want miracles? You can have either one. You know, we have a lot more control than we think. So, I mean, that's what it's about. It's about fully integrating with life. It's about living life fully. Live life to the fullest, right? YOLO and all that shit. It's the fulfillment of everything. So, thanks for being here. By the way, thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for cooperating. You know, that's the big thing. The big thing that I really care about is transformed hearts, better attitudes, better behavior, and we all get to enjoy way better. So that's the whole point. That's really it. I do believe that everyone deserves love and belonging. They can forfeit it, and they get what they earn. I am honest to a fault. I don't fault find at all, but I refuse to be dishonest. If somebody is going to, start shit and not do anything about it, they're just gonna deny truth and deny life. I'm like, nah, nope, you do not get to make that choice around me. You don't. You're alive either way, and I'm not gonna have, like, living dead among me. No, that you pull your weight. You know, and that's a mental thing. everybody can make effort. There's no excuse. I don't make any. I do not take any. You make promises, you keep them. You break trust, you fix it. You know? So, simple rules. And the Atalassian Oath satisfies them all at the same time. Because if you are needs first and promise not to harm anything or anyone, just look in the bio description. It's all there. Very concise, very clear. And say it out loud every single day. It's like learning a new song. You know, I mentioned learning an instrument or something. If you're not going to do what it takes to, you know, actually learn how it works, A, you're not going to enjoy it, and B, like, why the hell did you pick it up in the first place? I'm, like, thirsting so hard for a cello. I have since I was a teenager, and I know, even in my neighborhood probably, there are cellos just sitting there collecting dust. Nobody gives a shit. And here I am like, I need this. I would trade so much for just 10 minutes with a fucking cello to see what it's like. Well, do you want to buy one? Well, I haven't played this in 30 years. Do you want to? I can sell it to you. Why the hell would you sell something of no value to you? Because you can? Because you're in slave owner mentality? Fuck you. Nah, dude. If you're not going to use it, then give it where it needs to go. I have an app for that. Well, an app idea. I'm not a developer. But yeah, I dig this. So imagine an app, and we all have them, like the Apple ID, right? Just look in your contacts. There's all kinds of containers there, aren't there? Yeah. Address, birthday, phone number, obviously. Multiple phone numbers, yeah. Why can't we, or why haven't we yet, added like actual needs and stuff? With the internet, we can make all the connections possible. Like, I've already figured all this out. I'm serious. We are sleeping on world peace. I have the solution. It is so cool. It's like, even if we wanted to still worship money and work within the capitalist bullshit, which is fine. I actually like the objective currency idea. I really insist we have God as God and not money. Like, no gods before me. And God is truth, by the way. Truth. If you're not willing to be honest, then you don't get to live. Basically, everything you do is a lie, and none of it's real. You can't have real results if you don't tell the truth. Duh. That should be obvious. So, gotta be honest. You have to be. But yeah, I mean, you know, where I live, I have like KSL, and I've got these amps there because I don't need them. Wouldn't it be great if I knew who did, and I could just be like, okay, well, I'm selling them because I need medicine for my condition, specifically because no one will help me. So, you know, fair trade. Like, if you're willing to, like, you know, you just, you know, go back to the old days. Figure it out amongst yourself. Have a conversation and figure it out. It's easy. But I wouldn't suggest that to, like, Apple ID or contacts, but an actual app dedicated to that where you have to, right? And then why do we have municipalities and city offices and stuff? Give them stuff that's actually meaningful to do. Make sure every single need is fulfilled, period. And then, you know, you tried guitar and didn't like it. Okay, cool. Well, somebody else wants to try it too. Just, like, send it on over. You know what I mean? It would be so much easier. And everybody gets what they want. Look at that. My wedding vows. Everything you need, anything you want, nothing you don't. Oh, you don't like that? Okay, cool. I will make sure that you don't. That's not going to enter your realm of experience. Because I am love and I choose you. Cool, huh? So, yeah, I mean, it's, this is all just kind of the culmination of everything that I've ever done throughout my life. As soon as I understood that other people suffer, and I can't stand that. I never could. And so I just, like, you know, again, like, I'm alive, I might as well try. You know, it's worth the effort, and the effort is worth it no matter how far I move the needle. If I don't solve it, somebody else can. You know, but I'm going to do literally everything I can because it is worth it. Period. So that's what I do when I'm alone. Have since day one, basically. Yeah, I mean, this can kind of go all the way back to 2016, 2017, when I was around the time of moving to Seattle, graduating and moving to Seattle. The first time, I guess I will move back. So the first time, yeah, I hate suffering. I can't stand it, and I'm doing stuff about it every goddamn day. So I solved homelessness in several different ways. Again, just like, where are we at right now, and pick the solution that works. I have a lot. So, yeah, I really started there because it seemed the most accessible, and then I just kept going, you know. But it's what I did behind the scenes, you know, when I wasn't working on music, when I wasn't at a job, when I wasn't like hanging out or whatever, going to a game or going to a concert or whatever. I would just literally be looking stuff up on the internet and like, there's got to be a way to figure this out. There has to be. And so I just did. Alive either way, you might as well try. So, yeah, I mean, welcome. I am Atlas, and yeah, it's a beautiful life. And I want to make sure that it's beautiful for everybody. And right now it just isn't. And that really makes me upset. Especially when I see and live with people that squander their freedom and to put in zero effort toward anything. Not bettering their own situation. They do literally nothing different. And it is Groundhog's Day for the dumbest day ever. Why aren't we doing Groundhog's Day for the best day ever? Right? Like, you don't just go from one chair to another and just veg out and forfeit life and choice and trying and effort and anything. Like, yeah, you're retired, but guess what? You still have responsibilities. Plus, like, who the fuck wants a life that you can retire from? That sound fun? No, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I want a life where retiring seems like a threat. Right? You know, I might want to be known for my music and stuff, but I still want to pour coffee. I still want to be a barista. I'm a barista for life. I love serving. You know what I mean? So if I'm on tour and I just get the hankering, I want to walk into a random coffee shop and be like, hey, I've got an hour or two to kill. You need an extra hand, conversation, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. So service is awesome. So yeah, I love it. I love to serve meaningfully. So thanks for being along for the ride, and thanks for loving it too. You know what I mean? Like, I might not be able to meet you or know you, but I'm very grateful that you're here. And, you know, this is making a difference, a massive difference in the world. God, you know, just imagine a world where every need is met and you can literally do anything you want and have a turn. There's plenty of space. We just all need to have integrity and make sure that we hold wrongdoing accountable. Like, if somebody's gonna lie and disrespect, they need the pressure. They're the ones that need to prove it. They're the ones that need the consequences. Let's flip the script. We have an opportunity to, so let's fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, instead of the Boston Tea Party, well, our current president has a tea name of Seattle Tea Party, and they've got Elliott Bay. There's an old star named Mr. T who wants the Seattle Tea Party, where we see Mr. T throw the bad Mr. T into Elliott Bay. Yeah, dude. Let's have the best day ever. I'm not joking. This is not a drill. This is a plan. So thanks for being along with it. So seriously though, reciting stuff out loud, it's like practicing a song that makes your life's song so much better in every way. So I start, and I mentioned this in a previous video as well, I start with, in fact, the shortest one, the one on the Atlassian Oath. I believe in a color palette rather than specific colors. Don't get hung up on the words so much. I've even redefined them. Go with my definition, especially for compassion. Basically, that is how we view cups. Every heart is a cup. Make sure yours is upright, grateful, and overflowing. We want to make sure that we are receptive, but we also want to make sure that we can fill any cup around us. Imagine that. A world where everybody is needs first, and then it's not, we share and make sure that there is no burden. We don't have a burden anymore. We are buoyant. That is my thing. No more burden. We are buoyant. So much more to talk about, but I have a 30-minute limit. I love it. I love talking about life. I love talking about love, and I love inspiring others to do both better. So thank you so much for being here, and let's do this.